Now here's another story about a young athlete, a Brooklyn kid, who wandered into a boxing gym run by the NYPD looking for something to do and ended up falling in love with the sport. I'll catch up with Richardson Hitchins in a moment, but here's what he was up to last summer, just about a month before heading to the Rio Olympics.
My friends used to say like you was gonna be a fighter, but I was into like music and things like that. So I was trying to find like a karate school or like MMA just to learn how to use my streets in the gym. I found this gym. I walked here like when I was like 11. I got on the train, just searched around it because they changed it to Flatbush Gardens, but everybody know about Vanderveer. So I got here. I remember a girl told me my first boxing move, and I came for like a day or two. Then my trainer, he got here, and I never really seen him before. Then he was like, I was like, yo, can I get some mitts? He looking at me like, what? Because he don't usually give the new kids work because he wants you to earn your spot, keep coming. So he started showing me footwork. He was like, yo, you got to come here every day. But I never used to see him every day. I guess it was something with his work schedule. So then I'm like, I got to find out his schedule so I can, chill out. Then he was mixing it up, so I just kept on coming every day. I fell in love with it, then it was over from that.
He's a 5-time national champion. He was in the USA trials for the United States. He finished, I think, 5th, 4th. And now we're getting another opportunity to go in Abidjan, which he'll be leaving on Sunday. And he has another chance to make the Olympic team, but for Haiti.
Before the World qualified, I was going to turn pro. Me and my coach was already talking like, let's turn pro, let's turn pro. I called Marcus Brown. Marcus like, I said, yo, Bird want to pay for me, but I don't think I want to go. He was like, yo, man, do it. He said, I wish I would have stayed for 2016 Olympics, man. He's like, do it. Ain't nothing like the Olympic crowd. He's like, you young, take it slow.
When I woke up, I thought I was still dreaming when I saw the text that he had qualified already. So it was like a dream. I thought I was sleeping when I opened up the text,
We got the job done. I earned silver out there, and then after that, I qualified. I was only boxing from any Caribbean country to qualify. And then it was just like a dream come true. Everybody out there was like, do you know what you just did? Like, I'm young, so it ain't really hit me. Till the next morning I was in my hotel room, and I just woke up. I started seeing all the love on Facebook, and I just started waking up, and I was like, wow, I called my coach, he's crying, like tearing like a baby. I woke up the next morning, I started tearing like a baby, like, dang, I'm ready to Olympian. And then now, my next step now is just Rio.
I'm so proud of him, and I'm proud of all the kids that apply themselves and take advantage of what's here to take advantage of. And he's one of them who took advantage of it.
That was last July when Richardson Hitchins was rising through the amateur ranks. This past weekend, the former Olympian crossed over into the world of professional boxing just down the street from us at the Barclays Center. He did it with a bang, too, stopping Mario Perez at 133 in the first round in a super lightweight bout, part of an exciting weekend of boxing at Barclays. Richardson Hitchins, welcome back to BK Live.
What's up? Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So how was the week? First I want to go before we get into the week that was. How did you go about signing with Floyd Mayweather? Of course, I'm sure you were approached by Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. You had Bob Arum. You probably had Don King in your ear, too. Yeah. How did you pick and choose, and why Mayweather?
I definitely had all the promoters reaching out, Don King, Golden Boy, and we had different managers reaching out. We met with Floyd, like I said previously, in Rio. And he just gave me the chance to go back and read over different contracts, meet with different people. And when we sat down, looked at the contract Floyd sent over to us, and we finalized everything, it was one of the best moves and one of the best offers we got. So me and my team spoke it over, sat down, we thought about it, and we made the move as soon as possible.
Yeah, because when I was on the phone with you, you called me maybe about a month or two ago. You said, I'm about to sign. Yeah. So I said, is it April weather? You said, nah. I said, is it June weather? You said, nah. Is it May weather? You said, nah, I can't tell you. Yeah. So you finally signed with him.
Yeah.
And what has the relationship been like so far?
The relationship, it's cool. He do his job, make sure he's promoting me, his team. We got Mayweather Promotions, got a great team. And I do my job, train hard and fight. And that's it.
Okay. Switching from amateurs into pros, let's go through the training, the business of it, all the things that make it, make you a professional.
There's a lot of things that make you a professional. You got to be a professional before you is officially a professional, and it's just a lot of mental growth you got to go through. Just staying focused, sleeping right, sleeping at the right time, taking the right vitamins, things that you could have did before you can't do now, and just making sure you stay focused 24/7, always in the gym, having a schedule. You just can't be reckless, eating right, sparring X amount of rounds. You got to get this amount of rounds before the fight come up. And stuff.
How many rounds did you fight? I mean, because this was a 4-round fight, bout, right? This is your first professional bout. Yeah. This is a 4-round bout. So how much do you spar? How many rounds do you spar for a 4-round bout?
For this camp, we trained extremely hard. We was doing 10 rounds but 4 minutes. Different guys I was standing in the ring, different fresh guys, Shoo, B-Hop, everybody jumping me, coming in, fresh guys. We was doing 10 rounds each and every day, 8 rounds, just mixing it up. Lots of pad work, we did strength conditioning. We have a new strength conditioning guy, he's really good. And we just added a lot of new things. Not too much from what we was doing in the amateurs, but we added some different things.
Especially a little longer, also the training sessions were longer than previous before the amateurs.
Because now it's like in the amateurs, my downfall used to be not really taking care of my body, not really worrying about recovering. And in the pros, you can't afford to go out there and have a bad night. You can't afford to go there and feel fatigued because you didn't rest right. So that was one of the most important parts.
You did more road work too?
Not so much road work. I always do my road work. It wasn't so much about that. The basics, that's something you got to stick to for boxing, period. Running, pads, sparring. It's just the little things that young fighters don't really pay attention to, like eating right, recovering your body, making sure your body is right. Those are the things I make sure I'm paying attention to now.
All right. Leading up to the fight, the week before, 2 weeks before, because I know you were supposed to come on here maybe a couple of weeks ago. You said, man, I ain't ready. I got this, I got that. So I said, you know what? Let him get the fight in, then we'll bring him on. What was like the 2 weeks before the fight?
Oh, it was crazy. Lots of stuff. We was going through lots of training. The training was getting in my way. Then I had to meet with people. A lot of people. I had to do a lot of blood tests, a lot of blood work, media work for the fight, media workouts, interviews, stuff like that. So it was just crazy. I'm going up to that fight, and that was just my pro debut. So
all right. We want to talk about the fight, basically. Also walking into the fight, the ring. You walked in there with 50 Cent, as they said, right? You walked into the ring. Describe how you felt walking towards the ring that moment.
It just felt great.
I mean, I believe we have a picture of him also, 50 Cent. We can pull that up, but go ahead.
Yeah, it felt great walking the ring with 50 Cent. That's my guy. He knew me since a youngin'. Since I won my first national title, we met, and he came through to show support and watch me fight my first professional fight, and it was real cool.
Fighting that it was a short fight, minute 33. I mean, describe how you felt when you landed that first punch. You threw that jab, you threw the right hand. Everything seemed to click for you that particular night.
The game plan was just to go out, stay composed, don't try to rush anything. I came out, I could see the kid trying to, survive a little bit once I came with the first good shot, and then he went down. When I got back up, I was like, I know once I catch him again with a clean shot, he's gonna go down. So I took my time, stayed composed, and he didn't want to fight no more after he went down twice.
Mm-hmm. How much did you know about him?
I didn't really know nothing. All I knew, he was 1-0, and he was from Mexico. We couldn't find no background on him, no amateur background, none of that. My team, I don't really look at tapes. My team was looking at the tape. I mean, I would look at the tape if I had the chance to, but my team make sure they look at that. We couldn't find nothing, so we just went out there and said, all right, we're going to stay composed and get the job done.
Uh-huh. Now, this particular fight, also leading up there, you got in the ring, you looked across. How different also was that than an amateur night?
Oh, that's completely different.
Yeah.
I mean, like being at that Olympic stage, that's just one in a lifetime experience. You can't. I don't think you could ever relive the Olympic stage. That was crazy big. But the Barclays, that was crazy too, because it's just it's like an event.
Because this is something you've been preparing, I believe, been preparing for all your life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw your Facebook pages. You're at some of the fights ringside, looking at these guys, professionals fighting last year, previous years when you were younger, 15, 16. You were there.
The crazy. I used to sneak into Barclays, try to sneak into the back as a kid running around in Barclays. And the funny thing, some of the guys that's working there, for them to be seeing me on the stage fighting and doing my thing is just crazy. So, yeah, I've been preparing. We've been preparing for like things like this our whole career, but it's not even about the pro debut. It's about the world title fights and stuff like that.
Right, your gym, their response, Team Sosa, and also the folks at Atlas Cops and Kids.
Yeah, I got two coaches, Leonard Wilson, and Adriano Sosa. So we just happy. We just progressing and just going on, taking it day by day.
What's next?
We're supposed to be back in the ring on April, I think. At April, my team said they want to get me right back in the ring. We're looking for at least minimum 5 times before the year is over, and just staying busy. That's the main thing, staying busy.
Is it so important to stay busy, especially at this level? Right now, you're just starting out.
Yeah. Extremely important to stay busy, extremely.
What did you, I mean, I know you ended this fight early. What did you learn from this particular fight? It was a minute and 33. So what lessons do you take? And what mistakes you felt you made? And what were the pros and cons of this fight?
Just taking my time. I didn't really feel like I learned anything, just how to deal with the pressure. You know, I've been through that. That stage was really big. That was one of the biggest cards of the year. So I know how to deal with that pressure. It wasn't really no mistakes I felt like I made. We just got him out of there and did what we had to do. So next time if the fight go the distance, then we'll see.
I mean, that first fight, after you got it over, you was like, whew, got that over, right?
Of course.
It was like,
yeah, because the pressure in the back was crazy. It was like, oh, dang, 50 came through. I was like, oh, shoot. I was just trying to stay focused on what I had to do. So after it was just like, woo. But I won't say woo till I'm retired and I got all these belts.
But at least you got that first one out the way, because there's nothing like the first time in anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that. Nothing like the first time in anything.
And so now you're on to your second bout. What do you see yourself down the road by the end of the year? Where should you be? I
see myself about 6-0, 7-0 by the end of the year, and just climbing my way to the ranks. Probably hit next year, fight for a little belt or something, and probably in another 2-3 years, a world title fight.
I guess you must be also an inspiration to the folks in your neighborhood, also the folks in the gym, to the other boxers.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of the fighters look up to me, and I love it. I can give advice to them whenever I want to, because coming in the gym, we ain't never have nobody. Marcus Brown was from the Atlas Cops and Kids gym, but he was from the one in Staten Island. So, and the one in Flatbush, we never had nobody to take it to the levels that me, P-Hop, Shushu, all of us taking it to, experiencing the Olympics, the Olympic trials. So now these young kids got some people like us to come to and ask us. They see how we train, certain stuff we do. Like, I didn't have nobody to tell me, yo, you need to recover your body after this fight.
What do you mean recover? Also, how long does it take to recover? You fought Saturday.
Yeah.
Are you still in recovery mode?
No, recovering your body means like it's more recovering from the training, not even from the fight. Because sometimes you spar 10 rounds and you gotta do it again at least 2 more times that week. So it's just about resting right, taking ice baths, stuff like that.
Because for certain fighters, I know Muhammad Ali, his sparring sessions were brutal. When he got to the fight was nothing.
Yeah.
Was that the same sort of for you as far as your sparring sessions were tougher than the fight?
Yeah, it is sometimes like that, to be honest. Yeah, the smart sessions, the training is harder than the fight. The fight is the fun part. I mean, some fights you in there, it's the trenches, you in there, it is a hard fight, but some fights it's just, you did what you had to do and it just come out easy.
Well, you know what, we want to wish you well.
Yeah.
And we will be in touch and we will continue to follow your career.
Yeah.
Thanks, Richardson Hitchins, for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
All right, cool.